Hello everybody, welcome back to Auto Battle Sandstorm, Paradox Game of Playing. This is the final scenario in this campaign. And I'm just going to go through these pins just so that we can see what happened up to this point. The first one says, our position between Tala and Sebiba demands a frontal assault against the enemy with limited outflanking capabilities. So limited outflanking capabilities is not the same as no outflanking, so we do have a little bit of outflanking. The fuel depot at Lekef remains intact and capable of supplying our forces in the next operation. And attrition suffered by the Allied Air Force has decreased the number of experienced pilots available to our enemies, so they will still have planes and pilots, but they will be inexperienced. Color is random. If you refresh the window with Twitch, it may change. For example, I'm orange on my end. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big problem. So, let's see here. Tunisia, Algeria, 1943. The board is set for the final stage of Operation Wüstenkönig and the complete destruction of the Anglo-American army. Let's get in there. Alrighty. I actually thought there were two scenarios left, but there's actually only one, unfortunately. It's a really great campaign. Mission briefing. The first stage of Operation Wüstenkönig has proceeded according to plan. Now the operational goal is the complete destruction of the Allied army in East Tunisia. A strong front line must push against the enemy vanguard while outflanking attacks exploit weak sectors and break into their rear. A victory at Bone and Teburba will surely bring an end to this exhausting tug-of-war. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Okay. Hello, Paul Winter, and Paul Winter has the same green color as Pixel and Uniblau. Twitch is not happy for me this time. Alright, let's see the primary objectives. Hold Medjez El Bab and Matar. Medjez El Bab is here, no special award, and Matar is here. So we cannot lose these two positions. Destroy Allied units 25. Cannot click on that, so we just need to count that. And then the secondaries, capture Beja. No special award, and capture Gendubla, no special award. Why these are secondary objectives, I have no idea. Because I suppose I win by destroying 25 units, whether I get the secondaries or not. And since this is the last scenario, I don't know what the deal is. Also, we have some primaries here, Bone. I think there's one more. Yeah, El Awine down here. These are primary positions, but they're not required to be taken. Okay, so anyway, we have 47 command points for both the Germans and the Italian, and we have a boatload of points. As far as I remember, the particular shade of green is a bit hard to read, yeah. It's very bright green on bright gray. Now we did get one of the tigers here. This is a Tiger H, which is unreliable. And if you want to get rid of that unreliable trait, you need to upgrade to a E version, which is going to cost 163 points. Every other stat is identical, we just lose that horrible trait. Then we have some Panzer F 4 F2s, and they can also be upgraded. And we can upgrade to a 4H model, which has extra armor plating on the sides, which is, as we can see at the bottom here, it gives 1 extra attack against armor and 1 extra defense against armor, but also 2 extra defense against infantry. but no attack bonus against infantry. If we compare that to the Panther, we can see that the attack on infantry actually decreases by 1, while against armor the Panther is considerably better, which is 2 better attack and 6 better on the defense. So the frontal armor of the Panther obviously is much better than the Panzer IV. I believe we should make a Panther. That does cost us 1 point of 1 command point, so we gotta be aware of that. And I think that's good enough, so we'll put the Tiger here and the Panther up here. So they are the first units to attack. And one thing we need to be aware of is that I don't know if you can see that, but the Allied actually moves first in this campaign. Pixel says, perhaps there are some surprises that add or change the objectives. Yeah, but when I tried out the scenario, nothing happened. So if that is the case, then I did not trigger them. We'll see. We also have down here at Lekef the flanking opportunity to take Jin Duba from the side. I will allocate the E model with Rommel down here. And then we have the remaining panzers, which I think we might as well just keep as F2s. There's no need to upgrade them to H models, although we can see in a bit if we want to do that anyway. Put those 2 there, and then obviously we want the artillery in place somewhere. Let's put them in a little bit further back, like this, because the enemy is attacking, so you don't want to have the artillery up front. And that leaves us with 7 command points, which means one of the Fallschirmjägers plus the armored car. Let's get the Fallschirmjäger down here in the south with Rommel, and then we can put the armored car down here as well. We might want some extra infantry. How much supplies left? 11. Okay, so we probably want some artillery down here. Let's get the smaller artillery, which is these 2 here. How much supply do they consume? 3, so we can have both of those down here. And we can actually put some infantry as well. I'm not sure if that is needed. Let's wait a bit and see what we put up here. So the rest of the artillery will go up here, like that. And of course the Semovente will have that close by here. And the M16. Let's put that here at the bottom. And then we want to fill up with infantry. Infantry 43, so let's get some infantry over here. Let's not put them up front. Is there something in here? Yes, that's the tank. Let's put them further back so that they don't get hurt too much in the first turn. So 15 left. That is 3 more infantry. We want some down here. Here. And that just leaves us 1. Is that all 43? 43, 43, 43, 43. This one is 43. Let's get it up here then. Okay. And fully replenished. And we still have 3 points. What can we get for the 3 points? We have one of these AA guns, so let's get that positioned somewhere useful, like here. Let me just see where you guys are. Ooh, 36 viewers. Nice. Which area is this? PS 359. This is the last one. The Sun Hero. Sun Hero is called. What's about stronger artillery? Perhaps, you mean upgrading the artillery? I can't do that because that would require more command points. So this one is already, well, I guess, yeah, this is the best one I can get. And for these down here, you see, I need more command points to get them, to upgrade them, and I don't have that. I'd rather have some more infantry available. As for the planes, I think we're going to put the Stukas down here. So 2 Stukas, they can be upgraded to Junkers 87G for 50 points. Let's do that. One there. One there. And then we have the fighters. We can have 8 points, so that's just 2 fighters. That's not a lot. Let's see, the Fokker Wolf. We could upgrade that. No, we have one here that is already upgraded. So let's get that there, and then I think we're gonna go with a Messerschmitt with the Ace on it. And then 8 points for the Italians, so we can get the Veltro, of course, here. And then 1 Breda. Get this one there. And then we have 2 points for each, so we can have a lot of these. We have the Stork. Let's put some Storks down here. We can get 1 more. Let's just go ahead and buy that. So 2 Storks down here, and then we have 2 Imams up here. Something like this. Let's see here. Wouldn't it be good to upgrade the Panzer IV-E, this one with Rommel? The reason why I have not upgraded the Panzer E with Rommel is because this E model is very effective against infantry. You can see it's 19 on attack and 15 on defense. So the other models here are Panzer killers, so they are effective against armor but ineffective against infantry. That's why I've kept this one all along. This is by far the best infantry tank in the game, or at least in this campaign here. So that's why it's still an E model. Alright, let's get going here. See, the Americans go first. And you guys might be... I think you are stuck. Oh, there you go. So we have engineers in the far north coming in, down into the river and attacking. There's an AT gun attacking my Panther, causing 1 damage. Infantry against the Tiger. Yeah, that's not a problem. And they're moving more into the river. We got some heavy infantry attacking the Tiger. Again, not a scratch on the Tiger. I think even the American bazooka is ineffective against the Tiger in the front. But of course these are British infantry, they didn't even have bazookas. So artillery is the most deadly weapon that the enemies got here in the beginning. And we can hear some planes. There's a hurricane coming there. And I think one more passed overhead. We'll find out with our EMAMs soon enough. Let's go here. Right. Spitfire, Mark 9. 2 of those. A Bristol Blenheim and something else over here. We have another EMAM here, which will go there. So what we see here is the enemy artillery, a 25 pounder, which is going to cause me a lot of trouble if I don't do something about it. So I'm considering sending the Braider up to it. Where's the Braider? Here it is. Just to get it down a little bit. And we can see there also a 5.5 inch further back here. And that only caused one damage. Then we have the fighters that we will engage the Spitfires with. Let's start with the Italian plane, causing 4 damage. Then we'll send down the Spitfire, causing 3. And then we cannot take out the Spitfire with the Focke-Wulf, so I'll instead do some damage to this one. In the south we have a couple of Storks, which we will send up here and here. You can see we have plenty of enemy units and they're all going to come for me. But first of all, there is a Stuart here on this side of the river, which we will hit with artillery. And Stukas. That'll take it down to 4. And we'll send up Rommel. And we'll just advance there, send up these guys to here, this one here. That's the end of the southern part. Let's go back up here. So what we see here is heavy infantry at 6, infantry at 4, and some more in the back here. Also there's an artillery 25 pounder here that we're gonna see if we can do something about. Probably not this turn. Right. So where do we start? Let's attack with the artillery. Send some Italians forward here. And let's see. I think we'll use the tank for that. So if I take it out, can I then advance with the Tiger? I don't think I can. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So I have to advance the Tiger and take out these guys. And then the Panzer IV is not going to do anything. We just move up. And we'll get the infantry forward here. This one, I'll just get it over there. In the north, we have that AT gun, which is placed very annoyingly. So what we'll do is we'll attack these guys with artillery, and then the enemy artillery. We'll just send this tank back to replenish, because we need some infantry up here to take a shot at the AT gun. And we'll do this. Semovente will take a shot at these guys here in the river, and then we can move these guys down here and take a shot. I think that's it. Oh yeah, we have these guys. Yeah, just take that shot. They will run away. There we go. Alright, that's the end of my turn. Let's just check the chat here. Either I'm not seeing the chat for some reason, or it's pretty dead. There is a chat, but people are not talking all the time. Let's go for turn 2 American, or English actually. It's an American flag, but the units are primarily British. The Bristol Blenheim takes a shot at my Tiger, which is protected by my AA gun. Can you see this? No. Oh, there is a US, what is that? Kind of fighter bomber attacking the M16 Semovente. And I actually didn't see what kind of damage they did, so we'll get back to that in a second. And we'll just wait for the AI to figure out what to do. They got some P-38s coming in as well. One of the Spitfires is taking a shot at one of the reconnaissance planes, so that's not going to cause any problems. Guys in the ditch attacking the Tiger. We have a Chevrolet coming up from the river, shooting at the Italian infantry. You can't see any of this. This is horrible. And then there's some movement. We still have the enemy artillery to fire. In the south, now you're with me here. You can see a Sherman approaching. Infantry crossing the bridge. And some of them are heading south. There's also a Bishop causing no damage, but it's probably gonna be a priority target for me, being the artillery that it is. Okay, the infantry on the bridge takes a shot at my Panzer, causing 1 damage. And some more movement there in the back. Now the artillery is firing on the Italian units primarily, which is fine. And there's another Sherman in the north approaching. And more infantry is being sent forward. Is the freeze normal doing AI turn? Yeah, but it used to be not that bad. I think it's because I'm having to stream. I have to watch my own stream because I can't log into Slytherin anymore. I think that has an effect, but the game is really bad at this and usually freezes up everything, especially if there are a lot of units, AI units. So it's the AI calculations that are the problem. So artillery here in the south. I think we'll prioritize the Bishop with my Stukas because that's really gonna be annoying. That takes it down to 3. My infantry can probably take out that Stuart. No. Then my armored car should be able to. Yeah, there we go. And let's just take that shot with the Panzer. And I'll keep on this side of the river for now. We also have the Storks. Let's see if there's anything else in the back here. Not really. Okay. Alright, so let's see. This was a Dauntless bomber causing 2 damage to the M16. and also 2 P-38T Lightning appeared. So there's a lot of enemy aircraft. One of the Spitfires was heading back to base. The other one attacked my EMAM up here, which is fine. That's not really a concern. So I think our three fighters will be heading down to the Dauntless here. Let's just take a shot with the AA gun first, causing 2 damage to the Bristol Blenheim, which is down to 6. And then we're gonna send my fighters down, start working on that Dauntless. I think we'll prioritize taking that out completely with the Fogger Wolf, because that can cause a lot of headaches. But that's gone. But we still have the 2 P-38s here. The Spitfire is still alive, and of course the Bristol Blenheim is still there. I think we'll play bait with this EMAM a little bit longer, so we'll just tease it around here a little bit. And there should be one more EMAM somewhere. Where is that? That's right here, actually. Let's play around with that as well. If they can catch some enemy fire, that would be perfect. Meanwhile, the Breda is going to take a shot at this artillery piece down here. I see the battlefield recon with the light planes. Cool feature. Yeah, typically takes a little bit for the AI to think. Yeah, that was in regards to the freezing, which actually in this day and age should not be a problem. It's just, I have to admit, it's bad coding. Really, it's that's not good. So we see here the Chevrolet appearing. I do have some infantry here that I can send up. Let's do that. And it will return back over there. Let's continue here. So the Tiger will advance. How far will it advance though? I think we'll advance it all the way over here. Take a shot at these guys. Get the Panzer IV over here, take a shot at these guys. Now this is a very controlled advance. The Caro Amato. Not so sure about it. Alright, let's start working on that bunker. Get the infantry forward. I think we can go forward to here and then replenish it. Right, then up here. So 2 weak units in the river. The artillery has been weakened down to 5 in the back. But there's a Sherman and a Churchill incoming, as well as a Wasp. Oh, that's a nice vehicle, the Wasp. The Wasp is a flamethrower on a carrier. The good thing about a carrier is it's extremely small. It's an extremely small target. So it's very difficult to hit for armored units because it keeps disappearing into the landscape. That is a nice weapon. There's also a Valentine over here. Right, so I'm not just gonna come rushing forward, that's for sure. Let's keep heading. Hitting the artillery. Let's bring the Panther forward. I think it can come forward a little bit more if I take out these guys with the infantry. Let's see if I'm right about that. Yes. That means we can send these guys around as well. So let's bring the Panther up here. Take a shot. That's a bit too far forward for my tasting, but I don't think I can get encircled from that. But there is that Sherman and the Wasp for that matter. Yeah, I'm gonna play it cautiously as I usually do. Let's see. Come up here, take a shot on the hill. Take a shot there. If I bring them all the way over here, then I cannot replenish them. Let's just get up to the town and replenish there. We can move across in the next turn. I believe that was it, yes. Will you do more Slithering streams after the Sandstorm series? Yeah, I definitely will. I just need to figure out what to do. I am trying to get permission to do Panzer Corps 2, which is not quite ready for streaming, but as soon as it enters a phase that will where we can stream a little bit of it, I'll try to be on top of that. Let's go with the turn 3 here. Alright, the Blindheim is returning. And the P-38s are hitting the lightning, the EMAM, sorry, which is perfect. So it's kind of soaking up all their energy. And the Spitfire is heading back to base. So that means no bombing this turn. Oh, you still can't see it. Let me just walk you through it. We have some reinforcements arriving in the center. And heavy infantry is firing on the Italian M16 Caramato, but not much happening. Here comes the Sherman, which fires on my Panzer IV, causing 2 damage but taking 3 in return. And the British are following up with some infantry. And the Valentine is incoming. And also the Chevrolet from the river takes a shot and actually does 1 damage to the Panzer IV. The Wasp is trying to move north of the mount to attack my Panther from the side. In the real world that would be deadly for the Panther, because the armor on the Panther on the sides and rear is actually quite weak compared to the frontal armor. In the south, and you're with me now, the Sherman takes... Ooh, look at that. Yeah, the Panzer E is not good against the Sherman. So my Stukas are gonna have to deal with that. Thank God I got the Stukas there. Artillery fire in the north. The Panzer is looking bad. Tiger is taking also some hits. And the enemy attack is pretty brutal right now. I could consider pulling back across the river again, just to regroup. You can see the Tiger's down to 6. That might not be a bad idea. We got plenty of time. Let's see if that's even possible. We can pull these guys out. The Tiger can come back. Everybody can come back. We're gonna do a tactical retreat across the river to just regroup here. Okay, so the Panther goes here. And here comes the Panzer IV. I guess we'll stay on that river there and just these guys can stay there, get back to 10. The artillery can fire. Let's take a shot at that Wasp. Twice. Let's take the EMAM back this way. And start working on those P-38s. We do have the fighters down here. Let's start with the Italian. 3 damage. No, 4. Messerschmitt. 3. I guess we'll start on the other one as well here. Right, tactical retreat over here as well. The Tiger goes back. The Italian tank goes all the way back here. Pull these guys back here, and the Panzer IV. Artillery will concentrate on, that's the Stuart, there's these guys, and that's the bunker. Let's start working on that Stuart, shall we? And the Sherman up here. In the south, the Stukas will hit that Sherman, causing a lot of damage to it. It's down to 3. I think we'll pull Rommel back a little bit and regroup. And then advance the Fallschirmjäger forward. Boom. So the question is, do we move forward and take out the Sherman, well knowing we're going to take a shot or 2? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get rid of it. Now we can do some fire on the infantry here and here. The Storks. Let's get the Storks up here, see what we got. The artillery is there. There's an AA gun there and a Humber. What about back here? I don't think we can get up here and see start reconning a little bit on their artillery. No, the airfield, because they did return some of the planes, so it's nice to know where they are. I think this guy is going to stay there. This guy's gonna stay there. Oh yeah, we can fire the Simovente. Let's fire the Simovente. So they're gonna stay on the bridge. Oh yeah, these guys, they can move down this way. Alright, see what you guys are writing. I dream of Panzer Corps 2 with NATO counters, supply and facing. But I'm a dreamer. That's Van Bishop. Why wouldn't there be NATO counters? Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, I think you're right. Probably won't. NATO didn't exist in World War II. More Stukas needed. I call them the Angry Bees. Unfortunately, if I had more command points, I would deploy more of them, for sure. How would you distinguish Hobbit platoon from the Orc platoon, though? I guess counter color. Go make a defense of Mordor scenario for TOAW 4. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting mods around. I haven't been following up on that actually. There's that also that World War III mod that I need to take a look at someday. Bristol Blendheim returns, but is out of range. I'm just going to talk you through until we get vision. Ooh, I'm boiling in here. It's a very small room I have with my PC, and it's generating a lot of heat. So I do have a fan going that helps a little bit, but I cannot let it blow straight at me, because then we'll be making a lot of noise into the microphone. P-38 does a strafing run on infantry, does no damage. The other one is attacking a Stork. And the Stork is defending, causing 1 damage to the P-38. That's nice. The Wasp is heading back. It had enough. British infantry is attacking Italian infantry on the bridge in the north, only causing 1 damage. They're fine. But then the Valentine appears, causing considerably more damage to those Italian units. We got backup. Also some engineers are coming. In the north they're hitting my Panzerwagen in the river, of course, but it is moving away straight away. Other infantry attacking my Fallschirmjäger. You can see that now. They can easily hold that. So with the Stuart, with the Sherman gone, I think we're in a good position in the south. Obviously, these Stukas are making all the difference in this theater. Sherman in the north is moving into the river. That's interesting. And we have some SAS guys crossing the bridge. But they're taking a lot of damage. There's a lot of damaged enemy units around now. A lot with 1 strength and 2 strengths. And it looks like they're coming at me. So I might as well just stay back here and wait for them to arrive. Okay, so we have a wounded general, but only for 2 turns. Let's start here in the south. So we have the 2 Stukas. The bishop is not really that dangerous. So I think we'll just simply bomb these infantry units for this turn. Like that. The Panzerwagen has to go into my area to be able to replenish. So the Fallschirmjäger will take that shot, and then I think we'll move Rommel forward. Now look at how effective he is against infantry. 5, 4, and 3. Let's take that shot there. And I didn't even use the artillery. We can fire there. And move this one up closer. Up here, so the stalk here is actually okay. Let's see, what are the targets? Okay. I gotta move the Tiger if I am to take a shot with this one. The AA gun, but I don't think I want to do that. I think we're just gonna straight up shoot at it with the fighters here. That's one P-38 gone. And let's just take a shot at the Bristol Blenheim, taking that down to 2. And the Breda, where's the Breda? Breda's up here. It still has 4 turns left. Keep firing on that one. The Stork is going up here to see what we have. Let's go there. So we have the Spitfire 5 strength and a Spitfire 3 strength coming out. I think the Stork is just heading down this way. The EMAM here is landing. And the remaining EMAM is just moving around here. Maybe his fighters will come and take the bait. So, on the ground. So the Panther has to stay still if it is to regain organization. I think the artillery will hit the Churchill here. Everybody's gonna hit that Churchill. Then we'll move the infantry back, replenish, and move infantry forward. Or are we? Yeah, let's do it. We're okay. And replenish. Actually, we could go for the Panzer IV-H for this one, now that I think about it. Let's do that. So I could do that down here as well. Why didn't I think about that before? Okay, so we can go into the river and attack the SAS guys and then move up. Replenish the Tiger. Upgrade this guy. Replenish these guys. And fire on the Sherman. Move this one up here. That was it. I think. Did we move here? Yeah, we did. These guys will not move. Not move. Not move. Okay. Does the wounded leader look a lot like the streamer? No, I don't think so. This guy is he's got black hair and a little mustache. I don't look like that. But okay, if you think so, that's fine. Let's go for turn 5. The Bristol Blenheim is attacking my armor. But at 2 strength points, I don't think that is... no. Okay, and the Spitfire is attacking my Stork. Both of them are attacking my Stork. And I'm also in range of an AA gun, so that Stork is almost dead. The Wasp moves forward. We have some infantry coming into the river in the north. The Churchill takes a shot, but it's now blocking the way. So we can just move the Italian infantry back. Let's see if he goes on to the river, the bridge. Yeah, he moves engineers onto the bridge and attacks my, you can see that, my wounded unit. Oh no, can he take Mentor? I wonder if that is the end of the scenario, or if he has to take both of them. Depends on how it's programmed. I guess we'll find out in a few seconds. So he's also pushing in the center. I have guys on the bridge. In the south he's down to the engineers. The bishop is firing. And the infantry units are really not going to cause much trouble. I think they will kill themselves. No, not quite. Still pushing in the north, but these units just need one damage and they will be gone. Artillery fires, and then we'll find out if... No, I did not lose. I just need to hold one of them, it looks like. Rommel is wounded for 2 turns. So let's just make sure that we take this one back. Oh, we lost a lot of supplies in that. Okay, so there's no question on what to do here. We have to take this back. Okay, the Panther's back in action. Let's get the Panther on the bridge, and then we have the other Panzer coming up here. Okay, so we retook that town straight away. But it will take a couple of turns until we get the supply back. Replenish up here. Replenish here. Breda is here. 3 turns left, just keep attacking up there. So enemy planes, we have that Bristol. And then we have the fighters over here. So let's take the Veltro and see if we can take out the Bristol Blenheim with that. Yeah. And then the Focke-Wulf can come up here and start working on that Spitfire, and the Messerschmitt can finish it off. That leaves the enemy with the other Spitfire at 2 strength, and then we know there is a P-38 down here somewhere. This Stork, on the other hand, is in trouble, so we'll just send it down here. Okay. So is the AI trying to counterattack or just trying to opportunistically kill units? I think this is a proper counterattack. The AI in OOB, in my experience, tends to opportunistically kill units or attempt to cut supply. Yeah, they do that too, but I think in this scenario they are programmed to try and take these 2 towns, which would cause me to lose the scenario if that happened. So that's what's going on here. In any case, we have the artillery, we'll fire there. Stukas. Okay, let's remove these 2 from the map. Take Rommel back. Actually, Rommel is wounded, but you know what I mean. And replenish this one, and then move the Fallschirmjäger up there. In the center, we're looking okay. Let's send these guys back a little bit. And then first attack with these guys. And then send the Panzer across. Finish them off. Nobody else is moving here because they need to regain organization, and when it's down on supply, that's just going to make things worse. So I think we're going to head straight for turn 6 here. So pull back to the river line then. Yeah, that's what I did. On the defense, I keep clear of the bridges and attack units once they get on the bridge. They're extremely weak there. Yeah, right now I need some more supply, and I will just wait for the enemy attack to peter out, because it will. And I still have plenty of points to replenish my units, and I'm keeping away from heavy enemy artillery attacks. It should help a lot as well. So in the north now he's starting to pull back. You can't see that yet. In the south the bishop's still firing. The engineers are taking a shot at the Fallschirmjäger. Let's see, in the center they are attacking with heavy infantry. And the Sherman in the north is moving down into the river for some reason. The heavy infantry in the center is attacking my Panzer IV. The Chevrolet reappears on my side of the river. It's causing some problems to my Amato. Alright, so we have this general back again. I think we're gonna put him on that one. Supply will be next turn, so we have one more turn with low supplies. We can see the enemy units attacking here in the north have 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, so it's not really gonna, there's not gonna be more pushes here. I think what we're gonna do is get these guys back up and simply don't do anything. Just oh, we have that Chevrolet. Yeah, so let's move down here and take a shot at that. Keep an eye on it. Get the EMAM up. At the center, I think we'll pulling back again. And we'll resume the attack next turn once we have supplies again. So there's not a lot of movement here. Okay, so the remaining Spitfire landed, but there's also the Peak 38. Where is that? No, I think that's... it has landed as well. Yeah. So there should be both landed over here. So that means my fighters can now take a break. So let's land the Veltro. Just move these fighters back across. Let's see if we can take out this. Yeah, nice. A couple of straight runs with the fighters. This one should probably head back for some replenishments. The other Stork I've already moved, so let's see the Stukas. Shall we take out that bishop? Let's take out the bishop. Take that shot, and then we can move the Panzerwagen up there. And then get Rommel over here. These guys down here have supplies. Just saying, so... fine. I don't think we're gonna move anything else. This is... people are just... yeah, we can replenish this one. A good scripted counterattack. Yeah, that was really good. Okay, let's take one more turn so we can get our supplies back. British units moving in the south. Looks like they wanted to cut me off, but was one movement point short. That would have been a good move. In the center, the heavy infantry moves onto the bridge, attacks the Italian infantry, and I think they're pretty dead for next turn. Sherman keeps moving straight south, still in the river. Also attacks Italian infantry. And the Stuart is following the Sherman into the river. That's a strange move. That's not where armor is at its best. And in the north, they're still attacking with 1 strength and 2 strength units, just moving around. I'm going to wipe them soon. There's still one annoying artillery in the center that I need to do something about. Rommel is back. Let's see, can we put him on the Tiger? Yeah, let's put Rommel on the Tiger. Supplies not until next turn. Yeah. Or maybe I'm never gonna get it back. I don't know. But I think it's time to do something. Let's see. So his aircrafts are back, so I'm gonna get the Italian aircraft back up. I can't reach all the way back there, so I should probably just land these guys, refuel them, and get them back up. And we need to get this one back. Actually, you can do one more attack and then return. Let's do that. Keep an eye on his units over here. Alright, let's start in the south. So these guys came down to try and cut me off. I'm just gonna take them out. Take out these guys. replenish the Fallschirmjägers. Start working on this town. So there's nothing else defending this town now. It's just a question of bombing it with the Stukas, and then we can relocate the Stukas further north. So this heavy infantry is gonna be in a world of pain in a minute. Let's bring the Tiger up and take a shot at that Sherman. That's what Tigers can do. Bam. And then let's do this. And this. Replenish. Replenish. In the north... I think it's time to move forward. There is still that Valentine in the back. And then there's the artillery here, which is only in range of this, but not this. Right, let's get back across the river. Check out this guy. Check out this guy. Check out this guy. Come down this way. No need to move these guys here. So hopefully I will have supply in the next turn. AI turn 8. Let's see. General retreat, I think. The Spitfire attacks the EMAM, that's perfect. The P-38 does the same. So it's soaking up a lot of damage. Stuart moves back north, still in the river though. We still have the enemy artillery attacks to go. My artillery has been silent for a few turns because they need some more shells to be brought forward. Here comes the Wasp. It takes a frontal shot on the Panther. I don't think so. No, it just stays there. But the Churchill is also... The Churchill takes a shot, but no damage to the Panther. Then the artillery opens up. Light mortar fire. Okay, it looks like... Well, I did get 20 supply back. But it looks like I'm on -2 still. So, it looks like there's a permanent loss to supplies. And I will not be able to regain that until I take Baya. Or if I connect up with these guys here. But they also have to go through Baya. Okay, did not expect that actually. So that's the downside of losing one of those towns, is that unless it gets more supply next turn, which I doubt. In any case, the artillery is now ready to fire. I think we'll take the Panther back. It's simply too disorganized to do anything properly. Bring these guys forward. Get this EMAM out of here. Okay, we cannot reach the enemy planes, but we can get closer. Let's get the other two fighters up. Not at full strength, but that's fine. The Breda has to come back and land. Alright, I think we need to get our axe together and get moving down here. So let's see, what do we have? We have the artillery now. What happens if I go here? Not much. I wonder if I can do damage to that bunker. It's just not enough to take it out. Yes, it's not. Okay. So let's bring the Panzer forward. Let's get the Tiger over here. These guys will replenish. And that's all for this sector. In the south, the idea is to take this town now, so the Stukas will provide bombs, and the artillery will fire as well. This one can't reach. Move closer. Bring up the infantry, take the town. Take it with the Panzer. Actually, do this. And replenish. So we've taken one of the objectives, one of the secondaries, and we're gonna keep pushing northeast. Maybe we can link up with these guys, but that will all be in the next turn. I realize we have the Stork. Let's just move that down here. There's also, oh yeah, there's that artillery piece. So now I can start firing in both directions. So that will be a priority for my Stukas in the coming turn. Let me just read what you guys have. Given how many supply points the Italians have, you may want them to take point. You mean requisition points? Yeah, it's the last scenario. There's 400 German points. It's not really... yeah, if there were more scenarios after this. There's always heavy infantry on the capture point. Yeah, usually. And well dug in as well. You need some artillery fire on that to soften it up a little bit. And they are firing the mortars first. Some moving around in the north. The Stuart is finally out of the river, and the P-38 returns to base, and so does the Spitfire. So they're afraid of my fighters now. The Wasp is returning. The Churchill moves into the river and attacks the Italian infantry on the bridge, causing 2 damage to itself. Now a lot of artillery fire, primarily hitting my Italian friends. Not a problem. Now you can see all of this. Alright. So I need to destroy another 4 units and capture Bayer. So Bayer is the priority here. I'm still down on supply, and I cannot reach Bayer with my artillery. I need to get them 2 hexes forward here. Okay. Let's just get the fighters over here and await the enemy to come out. We'll keep an eye on them from over here. So the Stuka's job is to take out this artillery piece. It is defended, but that's not a concern. Or we need to land soon. Maybe we can take this airfield. Let me just see first. We can get these guys across. Take out this one. Yeah, we can take the airfield. No, there's SAS units in there. Damn it. Let's do this. And this. Okay, so the Stukas attack here. The Stork needs to move out of the way. Let's move it over there. 3 damage to the artillery, no damage to the Stukas. The other artillery got hit by the Tiger, so they're both in trouble. And I think we will probably take Bayer next turn, because the Stukas will turn their attention to that. Just land the Stork. Now the question is, do we want to do something down here? Because that will just awake these guys. I think at least for a turn. Just move over here. And then get the artillery closer. Ready to go. In the north, let's see, 2 enemy units left. I don't know what happens when I take number 25 and not capture Bayer. I don't know. If I to capture Bayer, I need to take out at least 1 unit, right? That'll take me to 24. So if I take out the Churchill, that will take me to 25. That's actually interesting. So instead of doing anything here, let's just weaken the enemy units. Instead of taking anybody out, just weaken them. Actually, he might kill himself by attacking with a weak unit, which will in turn die. Okay, let's just roll the turn and see what happens. Okay, he's generally retreating, except for the AT gun in the center. And the Wasp is back. Does it take a shot? No. The Churchill also does not take a shot. Right, mortar fire and then some artillery. The enemy planes are back up. Okay, that was a short turn. So this is what we do. This is what we do. We fire the artillery on the Bayer. Then we take a shot on the AA gun. Then the Stukas takes a bombing run on the town. That takes it down to 4, and then the Tiger should be strong enough to take it, which it is. We can even move these guys forward and do some extra damage to the AA gun, so it's not a problem. So that are the secondaries. Now we just need to destroy enemy units, which should be very easy to do up here. We have the Churchill right there. That's 24, and then the Wasp is here. That's 25. That should be it, gentlemen. That should be it. And by that, that is also the campaign. There we go. Victory. Axis forces have destroyed the bulk of the Allied armies and dispersed the remainder into the deserts of Tunisia. The war for North Africa is over. Okay. And the campaign victory. Under the leadership of Erwin Rommel, the Africa Corps has achieved a complete victory in North Africa. With the war against the Soviet Union still raging on, however, its desert warriors may soon find themselves upon a very different battlefield. Indeed. I wonder if we are going to Stalingrad soon in order of battle. Just quickly going through specializations. The extra command points enables you to get an extra plane, because there's one air command point here, one air command point here, and 2 air command points here. So if you get all of those, you get 1 extra plane. Actually, if you just get these 2 or this one and then skip these 2, then you can get 1 more plane up. Didn't use the mortar or the motorized artillery really. Panzerkeil, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that the specialization panel for this campaign was not customized enough for the campaign. It's like kind of the same as before. They could have come up with some extra. Well, this synthetic fuel plant is a special one for this, if I remember correctly. There could have been a bit more of that. But other than that, I think this campaign was pretty good. A lot of diverse scenarios of different sizes, and then you also had the different outcomes, and scenarios would cause different outcomes in the scenarios after that. I think that's a new thing for World of Battle. Just checking the chat here. Man, you made it look too easy to be sure. Paradox always makes it look easy. Well, I would say in the end of a campaign like this, when everything has been going well through the campaign, you are kind of steamrolling at the end here. So, and remember, I'm always on difficulty 3 because that's what the game is designed for. So I should probably get it higher up here if I was to have a really hard experience. In any case, I hope to see you guys with some Panzer Corps 2. I cannot promise that because I've only heard a little bit, but I definitely will be back streaming, and you will get more videos up on my channel as well soon. Definitely Panzer Corps 2, and if you have any other suggestions, feel free to post it on there on Facebook or Twitter or on the YouTube as well. I think that's enough for tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you around. Take care. Bye bye.